Hello students, in this section we are going to see about ARM core extension. ARM core extension are the standard hardware components placed next to the ARM core. This is used to improve the performance, manage resources and provide extra functionality to the ARM core, and these are designed to provide more flexibility in handling various applications. Each ARM family will have different types of core extension. There are three commonly used hardware extension. They are cache and tightly coupled memory, memory management, and co-processor interface. First, we will say about cache and tightly coupled memory. Cache is a block of fast memory placed between main memory and the core. It is closely located to the ARM core, so it allows for more efficient fetches from some types of memory. It has two forms of cache. The first is based on one human style. Here means it combines both data and instruction into a single unified cache. Here we can see ARM core. This is control unit. Between this, the ARM, the data and instruction both are combined together, and it made unified cache. So the common control will be provided for both data and instruction. Next, the second one is based on Howard style. Here we have separate cache for data and instruction. You can see here. This is for data. This is the cache for data. This is the cache for instruction. This cache memory provides overall increase in performance, but the real-time system needs the core execution to be deterministic. Means the loading and execution of code should be predictable for the real-time applications. So this is to achieve this, there is a special memory called tightly coupled memory. This is fast SRAM memory only. It is located close to the core, and it is provide clock synchronization so that the loading and execution of the instruction will be deterministic. This tightly coupled memory appears as memory in the address map and can be accessed as fast memory. And now, the ARM processor performance and the real-time responses are increased by combining these two technologies. So here we can see we have combined cache technique and tightly coupled memory technique. So here this is for data, this cache is for data, this cache is for instruction. Here we can see tightly coupled memory for data as well as instruction. So these two provides good performance and real-time response for the ARM processor. Next is memory management. Memory management, embedded system, there will be different types of memory devices. So it is necessary to have something to organize and protect the memory. There are three different types of memory management hardware available in the ARM processor. They are non-protected memory, memory protection unit, and memory management unit. Non-protected memory, it provides no protection towards the memory devices. A memory protection unit, it provides limited protection on the memory devices. The last one, memory management unit, it provides full protection. This non-protected memory is fixed and provides very little flexibility. It is normally used for small embedded applications where there is no need of memory protection. Next is MPU. It is this simple system that uses limited number of memory regions. All these regions will be controlled by a special coprocessor registers, and these regions are defined with specific access permissions. And these MPU are used in the embedded applications um, where there is no need of where there is no complex memory map. Next, last one is memory management unit. These are the most important memory management hardware available on the ARM processor. It uses a set of translation tables to provide control over various kind of memory. These tables are stored in main memory, and it provides virtual to physical address map as well as access permission. These are used in the embedded application where embedded application which are sophisticated. The last one is coprocessor. Co-processors are supporting processor. It can be attached to the ARM processor. It is used to support for the main processor because some of the tasks will not be performed by the cannot be performed by the main processor. At that time, we can connect any of the co-processor to support for the main processor. These co-processors are also having different set of instruction set. So whenever we are connecting the co-processor with the main processor, there will be some set of instruction associated with each co-processor that need to be executed to achieve the task. And it is not necessary. It is not necessary to connect only one processor with the main processor. We have accessibility to connect to more co-processor with the main processor. So, but it should be neatly arranged. Means whenever the coprocessor access is required, that coprocessor instruction need to be executed. So, to access those instructions, there will be some set of instructions to access that particular coprocessor. The coprocessor can be accessed to a group of dedicated ARM instructions that provides a store type uh, information. So that time the load store instructions are used to have the communication between main processor and coprocessor. Thank you.